Life has a way of hitting us when we least expect it. Loss, disappointment, failure, illness. These are not occasional visitors, but constant companions on our journey through this world. Yet some people seem to move through their hardships with a grace that puzzles us, while others crumble under far lighter burdens. The difference often lies not in the severity of their struggles, but in the quality of compassion they bring to their experience. Compassion is not weakness, though many mistake it for such. It is the strongest shield we can carry against the arrows of suffering. When we face difficulties with compassion, both for ourselves and for others, we transform the nature of our pain. We stop fighting against reality and begin working with it instead. This simple shift changes everything. Nichiren Daishonin wrote, "If you light a lantern for another, it will also brighten your own way." This profound truth reveals that compassion is never a one-way street. When we extend understanding and kindness to others in their suffering, we simultaneously create space for our own healing. The Buddha taught extensively about suffering in his Four Noble Truths, but he did not stop at merely identifying the problem. He showed us that suffering exists, that it has causes, that it can end, and most importantly, that there is a path forward. This path requires us to develop what Buddhists call great compassion, a boundless love that extends to all beings without exception. When we cultivate this quality, we discover something remarkable. Our personal struggles become bearable because we recognize them as part of the universal human experience. We are not alone in our pain, and this recognition itself becomes a source of strength. Consider a mother watching her child struggle with a difficult task. Her heart aches with the child's frustration, yet she does not remove the challenge. She knows that growth requires struggle, and her compassion manifests not as rescue, but as steady presence. She offers encouragement, patience, and faith in the child's ability to overcome. This is the compassion we must learn to extend to ourselves. When we stumble on our path of growth, harsh self-judgment only adds unnecessary pain to an already difficult situation. The Lotus Sutra teaches us that all beings possess Buddha nature, the potential for enlightenment, and this includes ourselves in our messiest, most imperfect moments. Nichiren Daishonin faced exile, persecution, and attempts on his life, yet he maintained unwavering compassion for both his followers and his enemies. He wrote, "The purpose of the appearance in this world of Shakyamuni Buddha, the Lord of Teachings, lies in his behavior as a human being." This reminds us that our spiritual practice is not separate from our daily struggles, but revealed through them. When we meet our difficulties with compassion, rather than bitterness, we demonstrate our understanding of the Buddha's teachings through our very actions. Self-compassion requires us to recognize that failure and struggle are not signs of weakness, but evidence that we are engaged in the messy work of growth. A seed must break apart to become a tree. A butterfly must fight its way out of the cocoon to strengthen its wings. Similarly, we must endure challenges to develop our character and wisdom. But we need not add to our suffering by beating ourselves up over every mistake or setback. As one ancient Buddhist text states, just as a mother would protect her only child with her life, even so let one cultivate a boundless love towards all beings. This love must include the being we are right now, imperfect and struggling. The practice of compassion also transforms how we view others, suffering. When someone hurts us or disappoints us, our first reaction is often anger or withdrawal. But if we pause and consider what pain might be driving their behavior, we open a door to understanding. Nichiren Daishonin taught, "A sword is useless in the hands of a coward." Similarly, knowledge of Buddhism means nothing if we cannot apply compassion in our actual relationships and daily challenges. People who harm others are often themselves in profound pain. This recognition does not excuse their actions, but it does free us from carrying the heavy burden of hatred. Long-term growth is not a straight line upward, but a winding path with many valleys and detours. There will be days when we feel we have made no progress at all, or worse, that we have slipped backward. These moments test us more than any dramatic crisis. The steady, patient application of compassion during these seemingly endless stretches of difficulty determines whether we will ultimately succeed in our transformation. The Lotus Sutra emphasizes the importance of perseverance, teaching that the Buddha's path requires countless lifetimes of practice. We need not achieve perfection today or tomorrow. We need only continue walking forward with compassion as our companion. When we practice compassion consistently, something shifts in how we experience suffering. The pain does not disappear. We are still human, still subject to loss and disappointment, but it no longer dominates our entire existence. We create space around our suffering, like a vast sky surrounding a storm cloud. The storm is real, but it is not the whole reality. Nichiren Daishonin expressed this beautifully when he wrote, "Winter always turns to spring." This simple observation contains profound wisdom. No matter how long or harsh the winter of our suffering, spring will come. Compassion helps us remember this truth and gives us strength to endure until the season changes. The gift of compassion extends beyond our personal experience. As we develop this quality within ourselves, we naturally become a source of comfort and strength for others. Our presence alone can help others feel less alone in their struggles. We become living proof that suffering need not destroy us, that growth is possible even through tremendous pain. This is perhaps the greatest service we can offer the world, not the absence of struggle in our own lives, but the demonstration of how to meet struggle with grace, courage, and yes, compassion.